Let's discuss how to run Python. So to run Python, ginagamit natin yung Python interpreter. As the name implies, yung Python interpreter is the one responsible sa pag-interpret ng Python code. Then it will execute based kung ano yung nasa code. Pagkatapos mo ma-install yung Python, you can use yung Python interpreter usually by typing the command Python. Note that in some operating systems, para magamit yung Python 3 interpreter, you need to type the command Python 3. However, for the most part, gagana na yung command na Python. There are two basic ways that we can run Python. Yung typical use is when we are running our Python programs na nasa files. Yung Python code natin is saved in a file, and then yung file will have a .py extension. Yung .py extension indicates na it's a Python file. Kapag iraran na natin yung ating Python code, we need to use yung Python interpreter to execute yung Python file. Python also supports an interactive mode using what is called the Python shell. Within yung Python shell, you can write code as you go. So yung paggamit ng Python shell provides an interactive approach sa pagpo-program. This is particularly useful for someone na nag-aaral pa lang or kung meron ka lang gustong i-test na code. Okay, so subukan na natin mag-run ng Python code na nasa file. So mag-type lang tayo ng code na pang-test natin. So print let's learn Python. Okay, so hindi muna natin to kailangan intindihin for now. Ang goal lang natin sa ngayon is to run this Python file. So, save lang natin siya. So, save natin siya as test.py. And then, we'll just save it under desktop. Okay, so na-save na natin yung ating Python file. Pwede na natin siya subukan i-run. Okay, so I'll be using my terminal. If ang gamit mo is Windows, you can use yung command prompt or PowerShell. Now, gagamitin natin yung Python command to run the Python file. I will just navigate dun sa folder wherein I save yung file na test.py. So, in this case, desktop. So, cd desktop. So, I'll use the Python command. In my case, Python 3. And then we need to provide yung name ng file as an argument. So, test.py. Ayan, so as you can see, yung output is yung let's learn Python na tinype natin kanina. So, what happened here is when we run yung Python command, yung Python interpreter took yung Python file and then in-interpret niya yung lines of code contained dun sa Python file and then in-execute niya. Ngayon naman, if we use the Python command without supplying any arguments, dadalhin niya tayo dun sa Python shell. So, let's say Python 3. Ayan, so nandito na tayo sa Python shell. Malalaman mo na nasa Python shell ka na once you see yung tatlong greater than sign. Ito ang tatlong to. Na mukhang arrow pointing to the right. So ngayon, we are in interactive mode. At pwede tayong mag-code dito and work with it interactively. So i-type natin dito yung same code na ginamit natin kanina dun sa Python file. Print let's learn Python. Ayan, so same result, but we did it on the fly. So yung maganda dito is you don't have to create a Python file. Pwede ka na dumiretso dun sa Python shell, tapos pwede ka na mag-code. So it's really useful kung meron kang gusto lang i-test ng mabilisan. Another thing is kung mapapansin mo, para ka lang din nasa command line. Now to exit, we just need to type yung exit and then close open parenthesis. Then balik na tayo dun sa ating terminal.